How's it going, my dudes? Welcome back to another video. So today we are going to do a little showcase on Suzuka. So I have already fully mana boarded her, so we are using her at optimum potential. So let's quickly take a look at her skill and abilities. Swings a sickle around, inflicting wind damage to nearby foes. So as you have seen, she does do 30 combo on one single skill. And here are her abilities. Ability number 1, 25% to skill damage for wind units, and ability number 2, when the skill is activated for 15 seconds, this unit does 2 hits with an increased 15% total damage dealt. And ability number 3, as a main, whenever your combo reaches 20, you add 10% to skill damage for this unit, it caps out at 100%. And also, you add 2.5% to attack for wind units, caps out at 25%. So she's gonna have 125% skill damage for herself and 25% extra attack as well. So I think that's pretty big. Let's see what we can do with her. This will be the team that I'm running. Okay, yes, we are using Viron with a Malted, some super premium units like Furia and Chiue as well. And as you can see over here, we are using Suzu. So this is going to be a very heavy Wombo combo build. I have not yet decided what kind of weapon core I want to put on her. So we're actually gonna have a little bit less DPS than we normally would. But I'm thinking maybe, you know what, just the Reggie X would work as well. Okay, so a quick look at the abilities of this team, right? So for unit number 1, let's take a look at Viron. You add 30% attack to this unit, and when Pierce is active, you add another 60% attack. Next, we have Mia and Furia. So Mia is going to be a little bit crucial because if you take a look at ability number 2 and ability number 3, when the combo reaches 30, for 12 seconds, you add 15% attack buff to the party. And as a main, every 10 times a direct hit is dealt by this unit, you add 6% to the attack for wind units, and it caps out at 60%. As for Furia, her 10% HP is not super important, but her second skill, while Levitate is active, you add 30% attack to wind units. So we do have some passive DPS bonus over here. We don't need their skills to go off, they just need to sit in the party, and that works. For unit number 3, we have Chiue and Shasuzu. So for Chiue, I think the only thing that we are using her for is ability number 3, which is being a main. Whenever a skill is activated by wind units, you add 20% to the attack for that unit. So whenever Suzuka uses her skill, she increases her attack by 20% as well, caps out at 80%. And as for Shasuzu, her ability is you add 20% attack to the leader, and whenever a skill is activated by this unit, you add another 10% attack to the leader, caps out at 40%. So this is the team, let's see how it runs. So my personal preference is to have skill gauge, but unfortunately this team does not run with skill gauge. We could technically use Murakumo, but then we will not be able to use the Malted unless we shift the lineup a little bit, which is, I think it's still possible, but I have not yet explored that side of it. So for this video, we are just going to focus a little bit on the synergy of the team and worry a little bit less about the overall DPS if you're going to use it in a pub perspective. So at the start, it's going to be a little bit more boring. We are just going to bounce around, try to hopefully survive. I mean, we're not going to die or anything like that. But our objective right now is just to build up skill gauge. So very soon we are going to use our unit number 2 skill, which is not super important, but it will rack up a little bit of combo, and our leader bonus increases wind units attack whenever we hit 30 combos. And not only that, we are also equipping ourselves with the Valentine book, which grants all wind units 60% skill damage with 30 combos. So it is still going to rack up our damage a little bit, and here comes our skills. So one thing I like about this synergy is Viron and Suzuka work very well together. Suzuka keeps Viron's attack near the boss, which means that you're actually doing a lot of DPS at that time. And yes, while our DPS is not incredibly strong, right? I mean, probably some of you guys might expect something like 2 million, 3 million. We are using a Malta after all. But we are also following up with a level 3 power flip all the time. And a level 3 power flip with piercing is the way to go. So this is basically the strategy of this team, right? We stack a little bit of combo, granting ourselves like some skill damage, some extra attack bonuses, and then we nuke in front of the boss. We just sit on his face, and we finish off with a level 3 power flip. So that's kind of nice to have. I feel like the team definitely can have improvement, okay? So all the teams that I come up with, there are definitely room to improve. It's not final. And in fact, if you do not even have a Chiue, you can always use an Owlbird. It works the same. Your skill gauges are still going to work synergistically, so the combo still stands. And unlike trying to auto on a Celti team, this team does not ever fail because the Wombo combo just works perfectly. So honestly, I kind of like what I have done over here. I think I may try to improve this by including Rolf. I think Rolf is really possible because now we are doing level 3 power flips. So if we, let's say we use Mura instead of Viron and we use Rolf as one of the main slot units, then I think we could possibly have something quite powerful. But yes, then again, now we are facing the whitetail stage, so there is going to be some issues here because the whitetail tends to bounce a lot. I haven't actually come up with a team that can reliably take down Whitetail for this part. It's kind of difficult, to be honest. Like I said before, I think in order to deal with Whitetail, you need to either paralyze him or you need to down him immediately, but downing is not an option for solo mode like this. So yeah, this is going to be an epic fail. But I think we can just cut short the video over here. This is not so important, right, to cover Whitetail yet. So final thoughts on this team, I am definitely going to try to find a way to improve on it. Try to include Rolf maybe, and hopefully come up with an update to this video rather soon. I think maybe tomorrow or the day after or something like that. So yeah, this video has been pretty fun for me to make. I really enjoyed. I spent like maybe a good whole morning just to build this team. Glad to know that Suzuka is not complete rubbish. And of course, if you watched the video that I uploaded yesterday, instead of Wagner, you can use Suzuka, okay? Take note that Suzuka does stick to the boss, which is exactly what we need in that power flip combo. So if you do not know what I'm talking about, you can check the link at the top. It will link you directly to that video. Like I said, she can replace Wagner. But yeah, since we are on this topic, okay, you can use other units such as Asukirimaru, you can use Revi, you can use Clyde, and you can use Kama Itachi, right? These are all free-to-play options. So we are finally going to finish the run. This time landing our skill perfectly, and with that, down goes Whitetail. So if you take a look at the timer at the top, we are going a little bit over 3 minutes, which is not bad considering that we wasted so much time on Whitetail himself. So that's it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, really helps the channel. This has been free to play, by the way, and as always, I will see you in the next video.